How to skyrocket your career by focusing on high leverage activities. In this day and age, with so many commitments to deal with, most of us are swimming in to-do lists and responsibilities. It's easy to get overwhelmed with all the things to do. Worse still, it can be difficult to get the important things done when we are bogged down by the mundane ones. There is a difference between being efficient and being effective. While efficient means doing things fast, effective means you are actually getting the important things done. It means you are producing results. So what is the most effective way to be effective and produce results at work? By focusing on high leverage activities. Leverage is defined as the amount of output or impact produced per unit of time spent. At some point, you realize that there's more work to be done than you have time available, and you need to prioritize what to get done. Leverage should be the central guiding metric that helps you determine where to focus your time and efforts. This concept has been popularized by Tim Ferriss, the author of 4-Hour Workweek. Another rule of thumb for thinking about leverage is to consider the commonly mentioned parental principle, or the 80-20 rule. It is the idea that 80% of the contributions or impact come from 20% of the effort. That 20% of work consists of the highest leverage activities. The 4-Hour Workweek philosophy requires taking this to the extreme. Assuming a normal 40-hour work week, what's the 10% of effort, which is the 4 hours, that you can do to achieve most of the gains? By definition, your leverage enhanced productivity can be increased in 3 important ways. First, by reducing the time it takes to complete a certain activity. Second, by increasing the impact of a particular activity. Third, by shifting to high leverage activities. Some examples of professional activities that I have found to increase leverage include: Number 1. Building tools and automating repetitive work. One key high leverage activity is to build tools that reduce manual repetitive work. Even if you don't have a background in computer science, chances are a mindset of automation would still have high efficiency gains. Moreover, the benefits of time-consuming tools actually compound over time, enabling workflows or projects that previously wouldn't be possible. Don't do what a machine can do for you. Number 2. Invest in learning and in continuously improving. This actually falls in the bucket of important but not urgent tasks that Stephen Covey describes in his time management matrix, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which I highly recommend you to read. Learning never seems like an urgent task, and it's easy if you don't have time for it to allow unimportant interruptions to dictate your schedule. However, learning is what lets you improve your work productivity and increases the opportunities available. So it's a big high leverage activity that you need to do. Adopt a growth mindset and start investing in yourself today. Number 3. Actively prioritizing tasks based on estimated impact. When there are always multiple things piled on your to-do list, deciding what to do next could be the most important decision you make in your workflow. I highly recommend that you review your tasks regularly, at least once a week, and focus on tasks that will have the highest impact. A big part of staying effective is actually deciding what is not worth your time. Number 4. Pushing back on meetings without any agendas or meetings that you don't really need to be there for. Poorly run meetings are negative leverage because they actually waste people's time. Avoid those at all costs. Define and set agendas beforehand for meetings that you hold so that you don't waste other people's time. Number 5. Build and train your team. Selecting candidates and training them is an awfully time-consuming task, but as you build your dream team, your effectiveness grows because the capacity of the projects and tasks you can tackle grows as well. If you are not in a position to influence hiring in your company, actually consider outsourcing some of the mundane tasks to a virtual assistant, so you can free up your time to focus on more important high-impact activities. If you have a team under you, mentoring them is an extremely high-leverage activity. Over the course of a year, an employee will spend somewhere between 1,880 to 2,820 hours working, assuming a total of 47 work weeks a year and somewhere between 40 to 60 hours per week of work. Spending 1 hour every single day for a month, which amounts to around 20 hours, mentoring or training a new team member may seem like a lot of time, but it actually represents only about 1% of the total time the new member will spend working in his or her first year. And yet, This amount of time can have a significant influence over the productivity and effectiveness of the other 99% of those work hours. Good mentoring will speed up the learning curve and make sure your colleagues are more effective. Also, the process of mentoring others will also help you internalize your knowledge and skills so that you become better at them. Number 6. Do a personal performance review regularly. It is important to do a self-assessment to have a better clarity of your current career situation. Only then do you know how to better improve and be effective. What have you done right over the past year? What have you done wrong over the past year? How can you better improve? And are you actually playing to your strengths? A big part of a personal performance review is to make sure you are taking advantage of your strengths and avoiding your weaknesses. This is so that you can focus on high leverage activities on a regular basis. So what happens if you are not 100% certain of your strengths and weaknesses? Believe it or not, it is actually quite a common issue many individuals face in the modern workplace. So, here is some good news. I've set aside some time from my office to personally create your accelerated career profile for free. Your accelerated career profile accurately identifies your individual strengths and weaknesses so you can leverage your own talents and abilities to build a fulfilling career. You see, nobody is perfect. Not Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg or Jack Ma. But what sets the top 5% above the rest is their self-awareness of their strengths and weaknesses and their uncanny ability to create an environment which maximizes their potential and make up for their shortcomings. This is where the next step comes in. Not only do we identify your accelerated career profile for you, we also create a detailed career blueprint to show you how you can create opportunities for yourself based on your strengths and weaknesses, so you can apply your newfound knowledge immediately. This way, you can finally escape the rat race and start building a fulfilling and lucrative career. If that sounds interesting to you, here's how we're going to do it. There are 2 things we'll do on our strategy session. First, we begin that process by actually listening to you. We find out exactly what your career goals are and what you want to accomplish. Do you want constant progression and climb to the top of the corporate ladder? Do you want to work in a company which you will have the bigger impact? Then we find out exactly what your challenges are. What are the obstacles preventing you from having the perfect career you deserve and want? And then we design a custom career blueprint to get you there. We do this by using our unique and detailed accelerated career profiling framework to find out what are your strengths and weaknesses. Other profiling companies actually charge more than $100 for their professional profiling sessions. Example, the DISC or the Myers-Briggs test. And no, this is not some free online personality quiz. We then do a deep dive to find out how can you leverage your strengths to build your dream career and what weaknesses you need to overcome if you want to maximize your career growth. Next, we map out your career projection and potential. Basically, we're getting a snapshot of where you are and where you want to be. Next, we start to build the plan to get you there. And that's where the blueprint process comes in. We use everything we have learned about you to design a custom career plan specific to your career goals. Over the last 7 years, we have helped many working professionals accelerate their careers with our framework by identifying their leverage points and areas in their career where they have the maximum impact. For example, you may be great with systematic thinking and good at breaking down complex problems. Or you may be a negotiating natural and have what it takes to make 6-figure deals. Or you may be a hero leader and have a way with motivating others through tough times. We give you a complete custom blueprint showing exactly how you can use your accelerated career profile and your newly identified strengths and talents to create your own career breakthrough. Because the old advice of simply working hard at your job and expecting to get your efforts recognized by your employers is greatly flawed. That's why we prescribe a unique career process and map it out for you based on your specific needs, career goals, and accelerated career profile. Many individuals do not have a systematic approach to building a successful career, and this is an important step that's often overlooked, even though it is crucial for building a smooth and successful career. If you discover how to leverage your strengths and overcome your weaknesses, it is like kicking a ball of snow down the hill. It quickly snowballs and makes everything in your career so much easier. Otherwise, without a complete strategy, you'll be like pushing a boulder uphill, tiring and tedious. And just one slip, you'll end up on the bottom of the mountain again. So it is important to follow a career blueprint that is customized and specific to the exact strengths and needs of each individual. And that is why we set aside some time to do for you for free. So, you're probably wondering, why are we doing this? In the interest of full and complete transparency, we are hiring. We are looking for ideal partners and prodigies to join our $1 million financial advisory company. Yes, we believe in our accelerated career profiling framework so much that it is the foundation of our hiring process. We know the ideal accelerated career profiles we are looking for, and we know that a certain percentage of these rock stars will want to achieve their career goals as part of our team. But rather than try to convince you of how great that would be, we figured we'll just demonstrate that we can help you by actually helping you in advance for free, and let the value of that experience do the selling for us. But rest assured that even though this is a free service, it is still a legitimate and professional profiling session based on our unique accelerated career profiling framework. We are simply absorbing the cost to provide this valuable personal discovery session to genuinely help you. There's absolutely no pressure, no obligation to join us at all. In fact, after you get your personal accelerated career profile and free career blueprint, one of these three things will happen. The first possibility is you think that the blueprint is actually not that good and that I've wasted your time. This has literally never happened. But in the event you feel your time was wasted, I will immediately give you $100 as compensation for the hour or so we spent together. The second possibility is you love the blueprint and your detailed accelerated career profile. You immediately see the power and potential it has for your career, and you decided you want to implement it yourself. If that's the case, great! I'm happy we could help you, and I wish you the best of luck. The third possibility is you love the blueprint and you become so thrilled by it that you will want to fulfill your career goals as part of the team at Virtus Associates. And here is how that will work. When you join Virtus Associates, your career goals become our responsibility. First, who are we? Virtus Associates is a financial services company registered under the Monetary Authority of Singapore. We specialize in wealth management services for high net worth clients. We are not the traditional insurance agents or financial advisors, because we do so much more for our clients than just simply selling insurance. An oversimplified explanation would be that we are an insurance agency on steroids. A more accurate explanation would be that we make our rich clients even richer, and we are very good at it. So what happens when you join Virtus Associates? We get started on implementing your personalized career blueprint. We match you with work and responsibilities according to your accelerated career profile. We match you with team members and mentors who suit you. They will form your A team. Virtus Associates has a proven training curriculum that nurtures and grooms elite financial consultants even if you don't have any prior financial experience. This will be done as part of our prestigious Virtus Academy coaching program, which is actually a grade higher than the international gold standard for top financial consultants, which is the Certified Financial Planner program. You will be under the direct mentorship and guidance of one of our 3 elite directors who each generated over $1 million in their careers. They will guide you step by step as you build your own $1 million career using our tools and platform, with the goal of you eventually leading your own division. You will discover our trademarked wealth management formula, Financial Fortress, so you can help our clients grow 7-figure portfolios. You will discover how to do effective branding and attraction marketing by leveraging modern technology and our business platform, so you can attract a long list of eager clients and generate 6-figure profits like our other team members. And everything will be guided by your accelerated career profile, so you can grow your strengths and do what you do best, so you will never feel like you are trying to swim upstream or stuck in a hamster wheel, so that you can focus on work that inspires and fulfills you. Because just knowing your career profile alone is useless unless you can use it to improve your career, right? All of this is of course if we decide mutually that we are a good fit for each other and you decide you want to join Virtus Associates as a financial advisor. Anyway, as you can imagine, in the current competitive labor market, many individuals are struggling to find fulfilling work that pays well. There is a huge demand for this type of intensive career coaching, and my team and I will hit our capacity very quickly. However, this is not what you might be thinking. If you are skeptical and you're wondering if this is some kind of sales pitch in disguise, that's understandable. The good news is it's not. In fact, it's quite the opposite. As you will have realized by now, Virtus Associates is not your traditional insurance agency. You don't build a multi-million-dollar business just by selling insurance. We built our million-dollar business by being different in the industry and by following a very simple philosophy. Genuinely provide value to the market and help others way in advance before expecting any profits. We are in a business of helping people and we are great at it. This is a genuine free service. The plan is to wow you and give you a snapshot of the amazing experience you will have when you work with us. Like I said, if at the end of our session after we built your custom career blueprint, you tell me we wasted your time, I'll pay you $100 immediately as compensation. No strings attached. Now, the catch you have been looking for. There are actually two. First, we are unable to extend this offer to just anybody. Like I said, we are looking for rock stars who fit our ideal profile to join our company. So in order for my team to do this free but valuable work for you, you need to meet some strict but reasonable criteria. Here it is. Number 1, you must be open to a career change if and only if the career is a good fit for you and when you realize that you can achieve your life goals by joining our company. You must drop your prejudice against insurance agents for a moment, because as you will soon find out, what we do at Virtus Associates is really so much more than that. Number 2, you must have at least A-levels or Polytechnic Diploma certificate. This is the minimum education requirement set by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Number 3, if we unfortunately disclose that you are not the career profile we're looking for to join our team, no hard feelings here. That's it. As long as you are legitimate and open to new exciting career opportunities, I'll be delighted to help you for free. And if you get value out of the help I've provided and want to join us, that's great. The second catch is this is very time sensitive for a reason. We are a small company by design and can only offer a handful of these free blueprinting sessions each month. They are all granted on a first come first serve basis. So if you want to find out what's your accelerated career profile so that you can achieve your career goals, book a blueprint session with us ASAP. We have set aside some time to design a fully customized career plan for you using the exact methods I described in this video. If that sounds like something that could help you, here's what to do next. The way it works is simple. To schedule your initial accelerated career profiling session with my office, I'll need to collect a $50 real person deposit. Don't worry, I'm not in it for your deposit, and it is refundable under every circumstances known to man. If you simply ask for it at any point in time, you'll get it back. I'm just collecting it as a filter to keep time wasters at bay, and you can have it back after we talk or any time when you ask for it, because it takes a lot of work to architect the whole blueprint for somebody. And like I mentioned, if you think we wasted your time, I'll give you double the deposit back. I don't want your $50. I think you get the point. Anyway, here's what happens after that. You'll be taken to a quick little questionnaire that helps us get prepared to help you before we talk. Don't worry, it's nothing intrusive or complex. It takes about 30 seconds to fill it out, just a little info on your current career and career goals. This information helps us start working on ideas before we talk so that as soon as we meet, we can hit the ground running and make progress immediately. Then we schedule a time to go over your accelerated career profiling session and create your career blueprint free. My office will call you and get you scheduled as soon as possible. Typically no more than a day or two from when we first hear from you. Don't worry, you're not going to hear from telemarketers or slick salespeople or anything like that. Our entire focus is to give you the best custom career acceleration plan for free and let the experience speak for itself. And after we talk, one of these three things will happen. The first possibility is you love the blueprint and your detailed accelerated career profile. You immediately see the power and potential it has for your career and you decide you want to implement it yourself. The next possibility is you love the blueprint and you want to fulfill your career goals as part of the team at Virtus Associates. If that's the case, and if you are the ideal career profile we are looking for, we welcome you warmly to our team and get you started with your business and career coaching immediately. The third scenario has never ever happened. That's where you will tell us we have wasted your time and your blueprint was not helpful at all. If that happens, we'll immediately give you double your deposit back right there on the spot. So clearly, you have nothing to lose by having us create your accelerated career profile and customized career blueprint for you. And like I mentioned earlier, this is time sensitive and granted at a first come first served basis. We are very proud of this free service and we are confident that you will find this special blueprint session very insightful and valuable for your career. So go ahead and click the link below to get started now. I look forward to meeting you in person.